Do you enjoy living in this town? There's not much one can do here.
I was never much of a party animal. This town has a huge library that never runs out of good books and some interesting people to hang out with. That is all I need. Why do you ask? Are you bored already?
Me? Where I grew up, the idea of having fun was throwing rocks at lampposts. I do miss television and the internet, though.
You'll get used to it soon.
Why do you think they keep us isolated like this?
William says that in order for us to perform our best, we need to have as little influence from the outside world as possible.
Do you have any assignments for today?
Oh, I just finished mine. You know, all I have to do is fall asleep. Do I have the greatest job in the world or what?
Are you going to the company later to give them your report?
I know I have to, but I have so much to do around the house.
I can take it for you if you want me to.
Really? That would be great. Here you go.
I'd better get going.
Catch you later, Jason.
What's your opinion of me, Sidel?
As if you don't know, Jason. I think you're a unique person, and the greatest thing about it is that you don't even know it.
You're always flattering me like that, but frankly, I think you're giving me too much credit.
If you say so, but I do know you are special, and not just because you have paranormal abilities.
Before I came here, I didn't even know people like William Hungerton existed anywhere else than in movies.
He's one of a kind, that's for sure.
He's been more like a father and a friend to me than anyone else in my life.
William has this everything is going to be alright aura around him. I feel like I could trust him with anything.
Tell me about yourself, Sidel.
Me? Not much to tell, really. I've been here for 6 months. I like reading, listening to music, and spending time with my friends. Oh, and I would donate a kidney for a sound system like the one you have in your house.
Why don't you order one then? I'm sure they won't object.
I don't want to ask them for too much. I have what I need.
What were you doing before you came here? You've told me you were born and raised in Canada, but that's pretty much all I know.
I don't like to talk about my past, Jason. My previous life was disturbing.
Surely you can tell me what you did for a living, at least. Were you married? What about family? Your parents?
Please don't insist, Jason. If you knew, you'd just hate me.
What? You know I could never hate you. We're friends.
Then stop asking me about my past, please.
Isn't Diamonds in the Rough a weird name for an organization?
I personally find it very appropriate.
I still don't understand the reason behind their very existence. They search for us all over the globe, track us down from the most impossible of places. Then they bring us here, pay us a fortune, and maintain an entire town and high-technology laboratories. Imagine the resources they need for that kind of thing. Why do they even bother? What's their interest in all this?
I suppose it's all in the name of science. Humans have paid millions for much less important researches.
Is that what it is then? A research?
What else can it be?
I don't know. I wonder whether these things they make us do serve any specific purpose.
Don't get paranoid on me, Jason. You're starting to sound like Henry.
Can you tell me what your special ability is again?
Dreams. I've always been able to dream about incidents that eventually happened. At first, I thought that I could somehow predict the future, but the DITR people told me that I can actually make things happen by dreaming about them. However, I think I have disappointed them so far, as we haven't made much progress, but they seem to be confident I can make it.
I don't know what to think of Henry Saunders.
I know. He can be difficult sometimes. I'm probably the only person who sees eye to eye with him.
You like everyone, Sidel. It's in your nature.
I doubt it. Anyway, Henry may seem antisocial sometimes, and he likes to pretend he's a tough guy, but I think that deep down he's a good person. In the first one, all the women were lined up in a line, and I was looking at them behind a glass. Jason was next to me. He was holding my hand. That was the first time I had managed to summon him in one of my dreams. It felt so good to have him beside me. His hand was warm to the touch. His voice was soothing and reassuring. He said, "Don't worry, Sidel. We can see them, but they can't." Then he started pointing at some of the women, one by one, singling them out. His face was blank, expressionless, as if he was in some sort of trance. He was done after what seemed like an eternity, but couldn't have been more than a few seconds. He looked at me, startled, as if noticing for the first time that I was there. He said, "My work is done, Sidel. It's your turn now." I wanted to shout at him, beg him not to let go of me, not to leave me there alone in that cold room. He wouldn't listen, though. He walked out of the room and out of the dream. I was alone then, alone looking at the women. They just stood there, motionless, oblivious of my presence. I started concentrating on the ones Jason had selected, like I knew I was supposed to. But the moment I felt I was making contact, I woke up. The second dream was mercifully brief. I was standing on an alien landscape facing two funny-looking demons. They were asking me to go to a place far away, a place of magic, in order to find someone, but above all, in order to find myself. I didn't like it. I started to run, and then I woke up in my bed. I'm pretty sure that was just an ordinary nightmare. I don't think it's related to my mission.
Women standing in line? Demons? This doesn't make any sense. No wonder the poor girl isn't making any progress.
Come on in, the door's unlocked.
Hello, Curtis.
Hello, my friend.